It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. The Yankees have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. One young Tan gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
In now for the O's, Melvin Fontaine, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. From the stretch. And a ball 1-0. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
And he fouls this one off. Reyes, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty D, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
0-1 count, and the pitch. On the ground to the right side. One there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Digging in now for the Yankees, Vaughn Landers. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Landers.
Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. They trail things here 2-0. Ready for another chance? Melvin Fontaine. He drew a walk his first time up.
Melvin Fontaine.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And a dive, but he's back in. Yet another check on first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch inside, the throw, and he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Popped him up. Dugan has a play. 2 down. Leading off the inning, Cal Manuel, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right, but this will hang up a bit too long as it's taken in chest high for the first out. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Digging in for his second at-bat, Frank Damon. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Ball sent back up the middle. He's right there. The second one on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Orioles are on top, 3-0. Ready for another shot now. Melvin Fontaine, his last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Here comes the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
And this is fouled at the plate. Fontaine is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat.
Yeah, this guy absolutely does not discriminate, and you could close your eyes during batting practice and know exactly who's hitting the baseball in the cage.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Made pretty quick work of him right there.
Digging in to try it again, Murray Miranda. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring in time become a lot greater.
High pop up. Fontaine waits on it, and that ends the inning. Yanks leave 1, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Melvin Fontaine. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Digging in once again, Freddie Solis. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. There's 1. Back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over.
Man, they battled right to the end, getting the tying run aboard in the 9th, but that's where the threat ended as they turned to double play to finish this one once and for all.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Orioles jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. One Young Tan notches his 3rd win of the year. Carson Fulmer wraps it up for the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles.
Sunday afternoon baseball from Baltimore. Today it's the rubber match of this three-game series between the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball coming up next. Paul Atkinson gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Melvin Fontaine.
First pitch on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now.
Palacios at second. Madsen on at first with nobody out. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
Coming to the plate now, Freddie Schuler, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Garcia waits on it, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Ready now for Baltimore, Carson Banks. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category. First and second now, 1 man out. Heading out toward shallow right. Armas on the move. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. From a knee, he throws him out. A remarkable play there to retire the side. Striding in once again, Freddie Solis. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Solis.
Sent on the ground out to second. Fountain to his right. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. Striding into the box, Melvin Fontaine. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Melvin Fontaine.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right.
Now take a look.
Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Freddie Schuler. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Freddie Schuler.
He's running. A pitch out. The throw on the pitch out pays off as he is nailed at second base.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there. And it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag. But he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good.
Now to the plate, Melvin Fontaine. A bit suspiciously, he's been hit twice in this one. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Palacios takes his lead at third with one away. Swinging a ground ball to third. A play at the plate, and he's out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score.
That could be a tough read for the runner at third because your first instinct is to take off for home on a ground ball. But when it's right at the corner infielder like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to nail you at the plate.
Ready once again, Freddie Schuler.
Left fielder, Freddie Schuler.
Here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for the Orioles. Through 5, all even at 2-2. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, John Dugan.
John Dugan.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Striding in, Melvin Fontaine. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Melvin Fontaine.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Hit on the ground out to short. Landers is there, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. Leading off the inning, Joe Schaefer, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
1-1. Out towards second. Fontaine right there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Freddie Solis. 1 out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now.
Wow, you don't see a closer finish better than that very often. Only needed 4 pitches to slam the door in their face and salt this game away for his guys.
5-2 the final today. The O's rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jeff Hoffman wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Carson Fulmer hammers down the save, his 8th of the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles, 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, and 11 runs.